Gandhi. When Mahatma Gandhi was just a teenager, he and his friends decided to eat beef, which was against the teachings of Hinduism. Gandhi felt guilty, so he decided to write a letter to his parents. After reading the letter, his parents said to him,
"I'm proud of you for asking for forgiveness. Always try to be courageous and honest like this."
Back then, India was under British control. When Gandhi became older, he thought to himself,
"I should go to England and study law."
Later, he went to study in England and became a lawyer. But he couldn't find a job there and had to move to South Africa. South Africa was under British control too, so many Indians were living there. One day, Gandhi was riding on a train when suddenly a crew member said,
"You can't be here. Go to the baggage compartment immediately."
He replied,
"But I have a first-class ticket."
The crew member said,
"That doesn't matter because Indians can't be in first class."
Gandhi was eventually kicked off the train.
"I don't believe it. How can they discriminate people like this?"
While he was in South Africa, Gandhi helped Indians who received unfair treatment with his knowledge of the law. He even gathered Indians together for a peaceful march to protest against discrimination.
"We oppose the laws allowing discrimination against Indians. Give us liberty!"
Gandhi was imprisoned for this, but through endless effort, the discrimination against Indians gradually disappeared in South Africa. Then, Gandhi thought to himself,
"I should go back to my homeland and fight for liberty and independence."
In 20 years after leaving India, he finally returned home. This was also when the World War I broke out. Britain promised to give India independence if its people fought in the war, but this promise was never kept. Gandhi believed that people should not fight Britain with guns and swords in order to gain independence. So, he led the non-violent protest by telling the people,
"Do not fight against Britain. Violence only leads to more violence. We must seek liberty in a peaceful way. We need to be able to survive without Britain's help. We need to be able to make things that we need ourselves."
Gandhi gave people hope and courage, and he set an example by making clothes using a spinning wheel. At the time, there was a law called government monopoly in salt, which prevented Indians from making their own salt. Gandhi said,
"The salt comes from the Sea of India and belongs to us."
He walked toward the sea, and many people followed. They arrived at sea after walking for 24 days. There, Gandhi held up a handful of salt and said,
"This salt represents our strong desire for liberty and independence."
People shouted in excitement,
"Hooray, India! Hooray, Gandhi!"
Britain soldiers arrived shortly after and started to beat the people there. Someone in the crowd said,
"We should fight back."
But Gandhi replied,
"No, violence only leads to more violence. We should never use violence."
Everyone listened to him and didn't resist by using violence. But Gandhi was arrested and put behind bars. Even though Gandhi was in prison, the people of India remembered what he had said and didn't use violence. The peace march continued.
Release Gandhi! All we want is independence and liberty!
In 1947, India finally gained independence from Britain. It was the result of the non-violent protest led by Gandhi. Gandhi, who taught people to oppose violence and love peace, is still respected and admired by people around the world.